Hello, sziasztok. Ki a Billy? Már is menned kell? Az nem jó. Érsz, Jaklati. De színes.
Encode your DNA.
Ez szupi.
Define your genetic structure.
Gyunk már az elején. Ja, a jobb oldalt mutatja. Na látom. Jó, erő mindenképp legyen.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Hát maxra húzzuk a heatet, nem?
Choose your first style.
Ó, a színünk. Szia, Nags. Halló. Ez is jó. Hogy ez a fehér. Ó, meg lehet pörgetni. Ez.
Pick your main color. Choose your detail color.
Ja, várjál. Oké, az jó az a fehér.
Pick a class. Commando.
Mamma mia.
Psyfreak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Deadeye. Commando. Psyfreak.
Nekem azt tetszik. Szia Billy, köszi, hogy benéztél.
Saboteur. Commando. Saboteur. Saboteur chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past. drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
Grafikát magasra rakta, úgyhogy majd ha valakinek van ideje, nézze meg, hogy
But
lagol
for
le.
you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and consequence of your actions.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around, eventually.
But what comes around goes all the way back around. So, it's better to stick to your instincts. You can't fight what's in your nature.
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural selection, survival of the strongest and so forth. If that's not instinct, then I don't
Összefoglaló.
know
Most
what is.
kezdtem. Beállítottam a karaktert.
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress. And as soon as there's enough light, darkness will disappear.
Karaktert választottam eddig csak meg, hogy milyen legyen. Dupla kardos.
Guess left can be right sometimes. Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature
See a
and the
sticker,
one that
okay.
preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Húha. Ez a célzás, ez... Hú. Ja, aha, vághatnék. Is. Nem tartja rajta amúgy. Én hol látom az ő HP-je? Ja, hogy ferizek.
for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Hm? Hoppa. Na, hagyjál már. Várjál, hogy meg kéne menekülni. Ja, értem. Okay. Rájöttem.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Az berobban.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Super effective. Flash the slash.
Oké, már látom.
Just be glad there's a rope.
De várjál. Oké, kilutoltuk a budit.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Hoppa! De nagyokat tudjuk lootolni. Az nem tudom mi az az ikon, ami ott van. Akkor meghal. Az mi?
Nice shot.
Hoppa. Azt ki akartam ütni a kezéből. Működött. Ezt nem akartam.
You're not dead yet.
Aha. Nem. Miért érzem úgy, hogy nem tudunk úszni? loot. Hoppá. Az baj lesz, ha itt... Hoppá. Fotómódot aktiválok sokszor.
Watch out for you.
Hogy ezt ebből veszem meg. Ah.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Oopsie. Oké, Cliffy. Akkor majd egyszer csak lesz valaki. Sokáig tölt.
Whoa! time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Aha. Roger.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Bangarang! Close encounter. Who needs a ladder? Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door.
Ugye piu-piu a túloldalon.
A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Ennyi.
There you go.
Villanyszerelő vagyok.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. The deep cut. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Handy. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
Wherefore, where we?
There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Nummer var rajta myrorna.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He
Elvisa
wonders if your
Garland.
Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are magic. He claims it's just the force of life, the existence of energy, powering and connecting all things living, like the Nono. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding. You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai need. The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. You'll need... You Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us. One day, he says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here. That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wang Fu disciples disciplined. He lost you there for a while. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. Regardless, you're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
Lepisálom a izét. Fast travel-t és azzal aktiválom. Nem ütöttem entert, de amúgy édes mindegy. Arra meg még mindig nem jöttem rá, hogy miért nem mutatja. Mondjuk Lilána nevemnél, de hát tök mindegy. Nagynak tűnik a map. Engedélyezve van, be van kapcsolva, és nem értem úgy is.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down.
Ő most megijedt tőlem?
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never... He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intention. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend
Sőt
it's
eszembe,
not.
hogy a játék elején jobbra mentem. Gondolom a jó irányába. És ez most befolyásolhatott valami? Ilyen mencia karakter.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important. Out of date says you will make a better stand against the world eaters with the
Kíváncsi leszek, hogy mennyire lesz inger szegény, mert eddig.
regardless of who you choose.
Olyan
It
az
won't
altnyomom,
the
hogy
Myriad's
szépen.
conviction to stop the world eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. sharp steel. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began.
Itt körül kell nézni.
Snazzy hatter. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. The Sifu's door is always open for newcomers, but he cautions you. They'll expect you to behave, or you'll have to face the consequences.
Zata is the muito tloho. Kariesne zdace. Paro, ya put.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side, the wasteland you came from. He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it was based on unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says there is some darkness in the best of us, even you, and suggests you embrace that side of you and help them vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life.
Dada.
He wasn't sure you'd do that, but it seems your mind took control of that big heart of yours. That's a sign of strength.
Divis directly dekle.
The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can vanquish the other tribes. The one he wants to deal with first is the Myriad tribe.
Yaput.
Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises and broken bone, but they refuse to be the victim here. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Paro.
Even if you see the world differently, you must hit them as soon and as hard as you can. The outcome of this war is up to you.
Mali muzamit.
Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
Dada.
Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory, tribe weapon, and kin.
Mali muzamit.
Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village.
Vusisi.
He remembers your kind and unselfish soul, and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good.
Nalest stari dat.
Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first rival outpost, but we've got no time to be sentimental. War doesn't wait. Says you'll get a special price and a wrap-up on the double. Says... squawks at you for being... Didn't have much else to say, so no problem. Slash. That's going to leave a mark.
Ja, mapko.
Chop chop.
Eltévedtem.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred.
Hoppa. Nem ez?
Much better. Slash and dash.
Azt kivédeni nem lehet.
Don't care.
Úgyhogy tudom, a fejét is szédugni. Az nem jó. Ah. Jó, hamar kifogy. Hát hatalmas boss fightok azért itt nincsenek. Hopp. Aha, jó, nem figyeltem a HP-re. Jön egyből a boss fight-ra, dob.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred.
Na hát. Ez a reloadolás.
Now that's a flesh wound.
Nem tudom, ki tudnám előni azt is, amit dob. Na. Kösz. Ez nem jó. Hopp.
You're injured. Right where it cuts. It's starting to add up. Wow, that's good stuff.
Akkor sebzem amúgy? De a lövés nem is sebzi. Ja, fasz.
Ready for battle again.
Mi baj lehet a lövéssel? Nem vagyok elég... Aha. Nem vagyok elég közel.
Bullseye.
Ennyi? Ennyit ad? Adjál már.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
Skill pontot még nem költöttem el.
Let's see.
Ja, ezek a fast travel pontok. Vagy nem? Ott egyet kihagytam.
As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over.
Ez mi volt?
Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes
It's me,
each
Ali.
day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done in less time. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's no better time to do what needs to be done than right now.
Így tanított meg úszni? Hát kösz. Ennyivel jobb. Ja, elfogyott a stamina.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it?
Értem.
He says a feeling that you're going to drown is a great reminder of the need to learn how to swim. But you need practice, lots of practice. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. You should know, practice makes perfect. She'll see you at the village square. She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you at the end, too. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He thinks you're truly a kidling of your environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some.
Fukázunk. Ja. Még gombot is kell hozzányomni.
He wonders what usefulness you found. Sometimes he's an expert, but sometimes he just does what's right. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start. You did well, but he
Bonant,
can't help
hegesztettem
but
a
wonder
fegyvert.
why you decided to craft a weapon.
Oké.
He says you don't really need a weapon when you're born one. He's looking forward to
Remélem,
seeing
nem
what
csúszik
you'll
ki a
make
kezemből.
next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
Andro?
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future.
Kanyala Toro.
She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone.
Kanamunta.
That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He's not scared of anything, least of all you. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. They push each other to become better, and sometimes someone gets pushed down along the way.
No. Én úgy érzékelem, hogy a banántól... Hoppá. Tüzeltek a karakterek. Látszok, én feküdtem ott. Adod vissza.
She asks if you're hurt. If confidence is...
Vissza a fegyvert, hé.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept responsibility for your own actions and future.
Úristen, mi a neve?
He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics.
Komolyságot.
He's curious to see what you've found. He's gathered so much over the years, and it's hard to remember everything. Nothing's wrong with his memory. It's just short. He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
Van annyi pénzem?
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
Úristen, mi volt? Hagyjál már egyet. Na.
Can't see.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Yo no massa man barut.
Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be.
Andro?
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. That's all she's ever asked of you.
Very?
Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz.
Amun.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it.
Ezt hogyan kéne elkapnom?
Catchy.
Gendrana mala.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
Brumblene marsamau.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see.
Inga valdo.
Says it's not a record keeper, more like a companion.
Orasa durut.
Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Tate ko baba sakting.
She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Luna from setting the world on fire.
Arra megyünk.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire.
Nem voltam ilyenre felkészülve.
Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Kana munta.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming.
Andro?
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Na, ez is tud úszni. Most nekem kell úszni? Nem. Itt nem kellett nyomni.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades
Ez
and is
visszaemlékezés volt.
lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Mire adtam az elsőnél?
Feels good.
Úristen, hogy itt kombózni kéne. Aha. Látják.
The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose.
Ja, hogy... Ja, hogy ezt kéne bántani. Olyan jó gombot nyomok meg ilyenkor.
Ready to dive back in. Right in the face. They've received news a Ronin joined the tribe's ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of Jagni warriors are already waiting for you at Myriad's Vespidut outpost. You should hurry there and help them storm the outpost. That
Ja, hogy
you
ott
chose
a
to
szőrön
ally
belül
with Jagni is
van
a
az
sign
ember,
of
kivel
strength in
beszélgetek.
itself, and you'll only make them stronger. Better not keep the war party waiting.
Okay. Semmit nem adott.
Look, an emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a punch. Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist.
Okay. És igen, ha ugrással izélek, akkor tüzez. És be kéne ütni. Azt már tudom.
Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it?
Na jó.
This could be the beginning of the end of everything. That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then, well, small ones. Places like this were cheap back in those days, and there was plenty of space. Get done with one place, you just build another. There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not buried.
Feszülős farmer egyből.
Morning is breaking. Makes you look smarter.
De ebben a játékban csak sapka van.
It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place.
Megint rossz gombot nyomok. Maska.
You're bruised. This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead. has heard that you have a sense of compassion and trusts it's in your nature to help those in need. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held accountable for your actions. Is grateful you chose that. You can't be good without doing good for others.
Fan that flame!
Wait, no! Bright light blinds! It's dangerous!
I've got all the cold, sick burns you need, Dark.
Oh, do you have to insult me over this?
I don't have to, but I want to.
That's a myriad tribe outpost.
Oh.
You're low on health.
Was? Egy véletlenül leszettem a fegyvert?
Slam up. Hand them defeat. One down. Gross. This place stinks. Loot. The Vespidat outpost, longtime home of the Myriad tribe. Such a bright day to wander around in.
Ez a picit nagy darab.
Says you need to hit them where it hurts. Inflict as much... Clearly, you haven't come here to waste time.
Hogy benyitja.
Here's the first line of defense.
Mi?
That's a bomb lobber.
Oh. Hát, nem jövök rá.
That hit the spot. Wrecked it.
Ja, hogy oda kell... Értem? Oda kell lecsalogatni. Hát nem. Ja, hogy oda nem mentek. Itt nem ad be gombot, tehát akkor nem értem, hogy... Igen. Én látom, hogy itt van ez a szar, de... Nem jövök. Ja, ott fönt, igen. Az is fura, hogy hagyta, hogy felugorja. Nem értem. Tudnám, hogy a másikat hogy izértem ki. Ja, hogy... Keci. Visszaütöd a bombát.
Give those twirly wheels a turn. Yes, the river tub's going down the drain.
Van valami. Arra nem nyomtam rá. Most csak kienged? Nem fog kiengedni, mi?
Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. Says they've been treated fair, but is glad to see you. Wishes there was another way, but they'll do their best.
Az micsoda?
A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense. Red means danger.
No jó. Zavar, hogy nem tudom lelőni. Másik legalább sebli. Hát egy lövés vagyok. Rottam. Lehet, hogy neki kell deseltetni az oszlopnak. Ó, de kedves a játék.
Timber.
Yes.
Bet a big bump will bring it down.
Hát nem. Ó, megtörtént.
A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it. Then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close, though.
Oh.
Boom. You're in. Almost there.
Okay. Kik ezek te?
The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
Nales Starida.
Says you did a great job capturing the outpost.
Patafu Tuflite.
Says you're lucky to have the honor. Out of Date
Make
says
one
he's
those,
doing
Marco.
his best to keep up, but from what he can tell, it seems you're making progress with the tribe conflict. He had a feeling you'd get along with the Jagni tribe, but it remains to be seen what the future holds for your alliance. Your positive outlook on life might be
Ja,
just
olyan
what the
ruhánk
Jagni
nincsen.
tribe needs to
Ilyen
complement
szedett-vedett
theirs,
szemétruhába
which is
vagyunk
somewhat
inkább.
darker. But out of... That's the sound of impending doom. Out of Date's premonitions of imminent disaster are true. The Porkypuff needs to be handled. He says the time has come to confront the Porkypuff at the end of the East Route. Goop is working on making his goo glide strong enough to break the waves out to the World Eater. You should get... The best stories are about heroes.
Olyan kidolgozott
This
ruhája
is
nem.
such a story.
Ez mi? Ezt gyanítom egy kalap. Várjál. És így nem tudom elrakta. Na, végre meg tudtuk pisilni.
Let's see.
Ez mi?
That's a gnote. Easy prey for Lupin. For everyone else, they're a perfect mount and easily tamed if they are kept fed. A pip bush that's nom-nom for the gnotes. Let's just marvel at it all.
Mi csinálja? Hoppá! Kapott. Oké. Azt sejtek. De gyorsan... Újra töltek. Na erre leszek én kíváncsi. Várjuk, velünk van. Ezt mindig elfelejtem. Most mi lehet ezzel a mappal?
The sound of leaves can be calming. Én nem tudom, de hogy fölvenni nem engedi, az is biztos. Egészségedre.
Jó, nagyjából már kezdem érteni, hogy miket lehet fejleszteni.
It's quiet here. Too quiet?
Port is.
That there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there. Let's see. Says it's good to see you again. He's Goop. You might remember him from the old days when he tried to teach you how to swim. Goop says you were always so righteous as a child, and he can still feel it, even at a distance. Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all pieces of what we remember. It's only together we can remember the story as it was. He recalls you wouldn't put in the time required to learn how to swim. He bets you regret that now. He understands you've returned to face Lupa Lupin. That's the destiny you've been carrying within yourself all these years. He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's still there, as bright as when you were a child. Now the time has come for you to remember and act. Your life is your life, not the story you're told about it. He understands why you seek revenge, but he doesn't think you realize how that'll make you feel once you claimed it.
See? On my side. Go, dog, go!
Mi most muszáj gonosznak lennem?
First instincts can be truly awful.
The fun thing is always the right thing.
Next time, look at it with a clear heart.
Duckly duck duck.
Figures the world is a goner. Even the goo will go gone. Thanks you for doing everything you could to de-goop the surf. Wonders why you're flapping around with the Jagni. They spend too much time nesting to do anything fun. But hey, back to the goo. Knows yesterday is already gone. It's what you do today and tomorrow that'll move you forward. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Subnautica station as the pollution has worn down the insulation of his suit, so you must salvage enough scrap to fix up his goo glide, starting with the old wreck box outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the goo glide strong enough to fight the Porky Puff. You're lucky that way. There's still cargo left on the shores from before the apocalypse. His best guess is a tower tanker hit a reef and went under.
Ilyenkor miért mutatja ezt megint? Jó kérdés.
You have a chance to change the future for good or bad.
Hopp, 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 hopp. Nem jöttem rá, hogy mivel kellett volna egyensúlyt tartani.
You can't wait to get out, can you?
Ne. Oh. Ja. Ó, de jól néz ki. Okay. Ja, hogy cooldown van rajta, értem. Mutáns mókus.
Imagine being stuck in the woods forever time.
Halványilag őzöm nincs, hogy mit csináltam, de oké. Valami loot? Ó, hát tudtam én. Ez egy kacsa. Na várjál. Ja, hogy azt... Aha. Meg kéne csinálni. És csak akkor... Értem. Oxolni. What?
Looks cute.
Wow. Kukáztunk egy ruhát. Itt mi van? Hopp. Ezt nem is értettem, hogy ugrált ide. Még egyszer. Jézusom, ezt hogy csináltam?
Right between the eyes. No. Your key energy is all used up. It's surprisingly bug-free underground.
Ja, az nem tudom mi volt. Amúgy. Most észrevette? Adjál. Mi a? Hát de azért ott van egy izé. Adjál már.
You're in pain.
Jó, megvan. Ó, mekkora cica. Nem tudom, mit csinálok?
You don't have it in you right now. Cut that one down.
Azt a bús. Okay.
biohazard. Sickening. You can see so much farther in the light.
Jó, eltesszük.
Toxanol's offshore drilling caused oily matter to spread with the rain and contaminate both the groundwater and open surf. The long-lasting effect this had on the evolution of wildlife was, as we know now, the only reason we came to exist.
Igen, Clefy, amit tudunk, hogy a
Looks like the switches need
szennyezések
to be
miatt lett
turned
ilyen a
to
világ.
match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. He's got the goo glide functional. You'll have a pull hook and a salvage net, but no armor, and an engine strong enough to break through the thick goo further out. There are lots of valuables left behind on the surf floor that the salvage net will enable you to haul. You just need to find the right spots. Goop says Gizmo's devised a cannon for the goo glide, but instead of bullets, it flips quacks. Squeaky distractions for the triple attentive porky puff, which will give you time to get yourself in position. The best way to find quacks is to talk to Gulp. He has the bearings of the surfipelago and knows where the quacks like to float. This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp in the Sinky Dink. He'll be able to give you That's where he bobs. Gulp refuses to move from that barge, despite the fact it makes him berth. Goop's not sure, though, if it's the surf sickness or the radium syrup that causes it.
Ne. Ez a miénk lesz. Még lőni is tudok róla.
So many creatures doing so many things during the day.
Kiszállni ki tud.
Welcome to the Surfipelago, where the horizon rests on the surfy goo. You're poking around Pokbur, a prime village. This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least.
Aztán vajon hogy szállok le? Az Y-nal. Jézusom, hogy néz ez ki? Olyan sapkánk van.
He's pretty sure he's heard of you before, although the detail guesses he does, but it's a long life in a wild world. Sometimes he's shaken, not stirred. Says you look like you've got a powerful thirst to do something in this world. Good, bad, not really sure, but it seems like you've been drinking in your destiny and liking the flavor. Wonders if you could take the time to help a man slake his own thirst. You'd be doing him a liquid solid. You're a do-gooder, so you know you want to. Either way, he hopes you find a way to wet your whistle before the world comes to an awful dry end and leaves us all thirsting for more. Says life's like a mystery drink. Sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's awful. But either way, you can't stop drinking till you're dead. Sure, but that's nowhere near as quick and easy. Who wants to stop to chew? Says you should toast the end of the world, but you'd better hurry. It's coming soon. Respects how you always try to help, no matter that the world's fate is hard to swallow. Thinks it's funny you wound up with the Jagni. They drink so little, like birds. Guesses someone has to be, but he can't swallow the sight of it. But who cares about them? Says you'd be as bummed out as him if you came for the hot stuff. The Glugmocker, Nimhimbibble, and his favourite radium syrup. That one's even more intoxicating now, aged in truck tankers and all. Without a drink, and radium syrup especially, he can't move, much less think, as the power of his mind is directly proportioned to the quantity of syrup he swigs. That's why he's called Gulp. The drink helps him forget the state the world is in, but it only lasts until tomorrow. The world is still doomed, even if the sun goes up. Figures the real problem is finding something to drink. He wants you to know he has other interests too. He's the Surfipelago's self-proclaimed ornithologist, for example. There are other ways than a cold drink to relieve stress, even in these dark times, and, fortunately for you, he can help. Watching Pippi's flap is calming, but better yet are the ones you can look at and touch, like quacks. Squeezing them is a great way to relax. Says he's not sure you can. Physically, that is. There's no squeeze in the world able to counteract his expansiveness.
Nem lő el oda. Pedig az biztosan robban.
Are you sure this Googlide's safe? All good things end. Gulp tells you to not...
do you think?
Gulp tells you to not forget those quacks. They won't squeeze themselves.
Oké, Cliffy. Ha nem érnél vissza, akkor szép napot. Hol voltak azok a fekete lények? Ups.
Time to disembark.
Hogy ezt is lehetne idomítani? Az égő csipkapobor. Jézusom, milyen feje van. Baj, hogy azt a kis vízi járművet nem mutatja.
Believes the rot at the trunk of the Tree of Life has changed everything, even style. Most just dress in whatever rags they can find. Their pal Juju, though, makes clothes that'd make anyone look fabulous. Thinks just because you live in the end times doesn't mean you have to look like it. Thinks that art like Juju's is even more vital when the world is winding down. You really could use some of that yourself. No reason to stalk the earth in ugly duds. Says you would be abso-fabulous.
Mi azok a melléküldik?
That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean.
Cepfris hordók?
Someone could probably make good use of that plastic scrap over there. What you do here matters to you and the world. Says there's an interesting place near. Says it seems like you're. Says you.
Ja? Ez most mi volt? Nem tudom milyen lények ezek. De hülyén úszik.
See that e-waste? You could use that for sure.
Hopp, 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 hopp. Látni is kéne. Mi volt ez?
Face-fisted. The rain's making it slick out.
Hogy? Nem igen értettem, hogy ő mit csinál. De egész békés volt.
Wonder what you could make with that. Don't know what that e-waste was.
Mozgás közben is megállítja. Milyen elszánt.
Nothing like a story with an unexpected ending.
Ez mi volt? Nem volt, mint valamit kaptam volna, de...
Wouldn't want to be behind that.
Inkább nem megyek neki. Jó, legalább már láttam, mit csinál. Yes.
Fate is funny that way, but it won't always make you laugh. Time to ride. Back to your own power.
Oops.
Check out that e-waste. That's a good find.
Elfejtettem azt a mindent.
water.
Mi? Ez hót komolyan ide rak? Hát de ezzel mit kezdjek?
Watch out for tropic-crazed gnats. Give it some gas.
Ezt nem értettem, hogy úgy rakott oda arra a pontra, hogy nem volt ott alattam ez a jármű. Pont akkor ja, lehet, hogy ott volt. Van valami loot.
Under your own power now.
Ja.
Let's see.
Hajóval kellett volna jönni.
That was a wild ride. There's not much left of what we used to call our world. E-waste? The stuff you need. That's more like it.
mára csak ezt a játszást terveztem. Holnap még nem tudom, hogy leszek-e, vagy nem, de majd találkozunk onnantól. További szép napot és jó hétvégét!